Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to map number 3, match number 2. We just watched Aerial and Gatekeepers in a very hotly contested game that went 2-0. The way Gatekeepers won map in regulation, one map in OT, and now we move on to Aggro versus Synthetic. A decently long-standing roster that is pretty much just Phantom Troop 5.0 at this point versus a team of rookie console switchovers. Something like that. I don't know.
I give like 8.
Oh, yeah. I'm probably lowballing it. This match should be pretty good because this is like a complete opposite game. You got Synthetic, who tend to have a very structured play style, poisons the IGL, whereas Aggro, at least last time I spoke to them, don't really have an IGL, and they just kind of shoot stuff really good. So this should be a pretty interesting game. As you can see from the previous series, Gatekeepers having now 5 points, Aerial Arise with just 1. That is Group A, now done. And we're on to Group B until tomorrow. I think is 2-0 Synthetic.
Wow, you came out swinging. Yeah, this is gonna be a really fun series. Again, like you said, a very aggro team versus a very structured Synthetic. A for aggro, S for structure. But yeah, this is gonna be quite the series. They've got quite a group as well. I think that everyone kind of looks at Group B as the less stacked group. You know, with like, you know, that's the most of the Challenger League teams being in the top group. But I wouldn't call it that.
No,
I
Group
would say
B is the Challenger League team group.
Wait, it says
Honor, PDHM, Vale.
Oh yeah, right. Sorry. But Group A is a more stacked, like T3, like everyone's just like bouncing off the walls, hyper aggressive kind of thing.
That's true.
Aggro on the other hand is basically the standout of this group. They are the ones that are just completely different from everyone else. They've got their own play style, and it's so fun to watch. Wings, Rice, Knob, Poison, Unfair, Makeup, Synthetic. Unfair has left the team, and I'm not sure if he's going to be playing for Synthetic today.
Yeah, I don't think they have a fifth yet.
Yeah, so I think he's going to be stepping in. While Asian, Kicks, Ashen, Eddie, and Silent make up Team Aggro. What a fun team they are.
Yeah, and we want to look at Synthetic's players. It's usually, you got Wings, Nah, and Unfair. They're your trio entry, pretty much. Rice on the flex, Poison on the hard support. Wings, of course, being the main reason why we can't do player comms. Meanwhile, on Aggro, you got Asian and Ashen, the two hard carries for this team on the duo entry. You usually see Asian on Ash, Ashen on Zoph, Eddie on the Sledge, another fantastic player, Kicks on Nomad, Flank Watch, and Silent on the hard support. Silent Ends, who was temporarily dropped and then repicked up, kind of like a minus laxing plus laxing kind of situation with them. So very different play styles. We'll see if they clash, or how they clash, rather. It should be a very, very interesting game. If I'm going to kind of highlight people to watch, I'm going to be looking at Wings and Nah versus Ashen and Asian. Here are the predictions. Yeah. You voted 2-0 Aggro.
I did.
You're going for the 0% run, huh?
Okay. We're actually, Crow, we're both wrong already, so
You're
the 100% run is gone.
Dude, what if they tie and then we're both wrong again? Like at this point, I'm playing both sides, so no matter what happens, I come out on top.
I mean,
but if
Crow,
they tie, we just
look at us. We're basically the same person right now.
That's true.
Sexy,
we both have the same.
Look at the mid.
Same hair.
We didn't coordinate this. Well, we did. We did it. We did. Which one sounds more impressive?
I don't know.
Whatever sounds more impressive, we did.
I was like, exile moment, and I was like, screw it, I'll just do this. But you also wear your hair in the middle part. I don't normally look like this.
I just wear this.
I keep hitting my mic with my hand. Normally, my hair is like
this.
It's just on my forehead.
Like just looks like it's like a big helmet.
Yeah. And the worst part is like the lighting in my room sucks. So you can kind of look at my hair now. Like when my hair is like that, it just doesn't look like hair. It's just black. Just a black mass on my head. As you can see from the map bans, Villa will yet again be our map number 2, but instead of Clubhouse, Kafe. It can be cool. I think these maps are going to be cool just because we're going to see Aggro run at people, and Synthetic are going to either be like, what's going on, or yes, keep running at us, and we'll just get free kills.
Yeah, that is like, if there's any map to get aggressive on, like both of these maps fit play styles of each other, right? You can be tactical on Villa in Kafe, or you could be aggressive. Both work. Both of these maps are all about control and power positions. So, however you can get control of those power positions, whether it be strategically, utility dumping, whether it be just fragging out, hoping kills go your way, it all works out on Kafe and Villa. That's why they're personally, they're my favorite maps to cast. Usually, Villa has kind of become a little bit boring. They're good for an analyst. I think like for an analyst cast, and an analytical cast, it would be great, but we're just brick brain casting, so
yeah,
who knows.
We're just
I like these maps.
We're shouting at stuff, so
yeah.
Hopefully these teams give us something to shout at. Can't wait to see whose name we'll be screaming tonight.
I'm gonna be. See, the problem is I always get. It's not that I get confused with Asian and Ashen, but if they make a duo play, I'm going off the rails. I don't know what to do. Like,
can we combine
I'm
Asian?
done for. Asian. Yeah.
How many players do we have in lobby? We have 9. All right, we're waiting for Callum Poison last name himself.
Egan.
Oh yeah, our slime. Dude, the way he
do
talks
be looking like a
is
slime.
like, the way he talks is sometimes makes me wanna die. But you guys want a refresher? You guys want to know how the league works again? 2 groups.
Where have you
6
been?
teams each. And each of these teams will have to play every other team in their group. That is round robin. Every game will be a best of 2, which means 2 maps, both selected in the same map ban, and they're both played as if they were 2 separate best of 1s. You get 3 points for a win in regulation, nothing for a loss in regulation, and if it goes to OT, the winning team gets 2 points, and the loser gets a single one for being able to bring it to OT. After 5 weeks, the round robin will be complete, and we move into playoffs. The top 4 teams from each group will move into an 8-team double elimination bracket, best of 3s all the way through, with the grand final being a best of 5, with some sort of advantage for the winner's bracket team. We have not yet figured out what that's going to be. Maybe a map, maybe something in the map ban phase, maybe inside selection. Who knows? You'll just have to stay tuned till the end of the season to find out. Poison has joined the lobby though, so hopefully we can get this game underway soon. 30 seconds.
It's gonna be quite. It's gonna be quite an interesting one. Synthetic and Aggro, 2 completely polar opposite teams, and whenever they clash, should be interesting. Who knows though? You know, maybe the aggressive side gets the better. Stop looking at me like that. I know you're looking at my camera right now. Stop it. Oh, you seductively eat your shrimp. Yeah, these are whenever 2 opposite playstyles collide on a map where anything goes, it can get really interesting. Kafe and Villa coming up right at you. Kafe first, Synthetic versus Team Aggro. Starting out.
I forgot our cameras don't go away when we start the map because we do the map bans with our cameras on. I'm just gonna keep like slowly chewing, and it was really awkward. So you could still see me. Synthetic at the first ban on Kafe. Is it Thatcher? Ooh, okay. It's Maverick. Still not that interesting. I don't know why I said ooh. I guess because it wasn't Thatcher. If they Aggro could still potentially ban Thatcher though. That wouldn't be strange. Mav Thatcher bans are extremely common on Kafe. Likely to be followed by a Cade ban because you just do not want to deal with that operator with neither the Mav nor the Thatcher. Aggro will go for. Yep. Go for the Thatcher. What do you want to bet? Aggro ban the Cade.
And then the Mira.
Wow. Daring today, aren't we?
Let's see. Let's see. I pointed the wrong way. Let's see. It's gonna be. Holy crap!
That's one.
And guess what's next?
What if?
Are we about to be 3 for 4? Or 4? We're 4 for 4.
What if?
Kind of.
Synthetic leave the Kate up because they're on defense.
Oh! Now that's interesting. A Goyo ban.
Not as powerful as he was before, but
no,
still a very good ban. And Synthetic still have Cade with no Maverick or Thatcher.
I'm kind of surprised.
It has been 3 seconds and Asian wants a pause. Man. Wow, look how fast that was. Oh, Silence Moss is messing up. All right, we gotta wait for him to fix Moss.
It's definitely surprising to see Goyo banned.
Dude, Max said that was his first time ever pausing. We broke his lobby pause virginity.
Shut up,
Did
Unfair.
you pause? Actually, do I follow Unfair? I don't know if I do. I might not.
Unfair is
Chonka! Man, fuck you, Wings.
We were about to break our Tachanka virginity there, but no. We'll see it. I think we'll see it. Wings, if you're listening, actually I could. I'm DMing him.
Hey, idiot. Play Chonka. I wonder if he's gonna do the
I'm DMing Nah. I'm gonna ask Nah.
Do you think Wings is gonna do the Keegan Penguin Smith Capcan play on Kafe?
I mean, they are basements, so it's not entirely impossible. Now, do I address Nah as Jack, as Nah, or as Big Mac Eater?
Big Mac Eater.
Nah.
That should, dude. Is that should be his alt, like Big Mac Eater 47 or
play
something.
Play Tachanka 1 round. Me casting you, please, or PLZ, please. Yeah, that should get him.
That'd be really funny if Nah stops like mid gunfight to like
We're
read your
just
tweet. Also, if you guys are unaware of the Keegan Penguin Smith Capcan play on Kafe, what he does is he puts a Capcan trap on the reading door with a hole right below it and uses the EDD as intel for a C4 from below. But no, he's not. All right, no, he's not. He's a roamer. Top side. Rice supporting from below. Nah, just next to him. So Aggro certainly have their work cut out for them clearing this roam. Nah will already fall back. They have, all right, never mind. They have 4 people upstairs. Rice, Unfair, Wings, and Nah. They will quickly fall back as the red dot demon himself, Asian on the Ash, comes in, clears Pixel. Drones coming out, and they will spot that the entire top floor is devoid of any presence.
Talk about Synthetic and how structured they are, and obviously they're running a pretty structured hold. Wings is one of those players that can go off the chains, however, so we'll have to see if he can make a play for Aggro, who have so far been running up a pretty decent roam. Wings will rotate off, and we're going to have a 5-man bottom floor hold as Aggro. They've wasted a little bit of time, but they can get themselves in and start working on verticality. Now, obviously, verticality is somewhat limited on map. You can't take over into bunker. You can't clear out anyone a whiskey. But it's still verticality, and any sort of pressure is good. C4 almost rips Eddie in half. Half of his HP is gone, but so far, so good here. Still alive, still got nades, which can be really, really crucial in this round. There's a lot of positions you can clear out with that. You can clear out Rice, you can clear out bunker, you can clear out even back behind the bomb, whiskey, all that. Whiskey, however, will be cleared out by Asian on dining windows. Silent will take down Unfair as well, and this aggression here from Aggro is starting to ramp up. 3 versus 5. Aggro have control Whiskey, and Rice is the only man off site. Now, He's in a position where if he dies here, a round might be over. But if he's able to get a kill, great stuff happens. Silent now taking in. Have they drawn the player behind? Bar, however, takes down 2. Silent and Aggro, or Ashen, both dying. But it's a double kill for Kicks. 1 versus 3, and Rice is all alone. He's got to retake site, but he's got so many angles working against him. Plant's going down here. It'll surely go down in time. They have the intel, however. Rice knows that there's somebody sitting behind Sinks. Nades tossed over, and Kicks claims his 3rd. Aggro will take round number 1 off of a very aggressive take that almost went south due to Nas' position. But it works out in the end.
Who said casters can't play? Kicks going off. No, I'm kidding.
Okay, man.
It's not the same person. Kicks on the Nomad, being able to drop the hatch and recover that round for his team after Na got that big 2K. All 3 of those kills. All 3 of the last players falling by the Nomad's hand. Excellent play, positioned over by Sinks. Getting, I believe, 2 of those kills from, I think, Freezer, and then moving out into Sinks for the last one. That was almost scary for Synthetic. Then they brought it back after Nas 2K, and then Kicks decided that that should never have happened in the first place and took matters in his own hand. Now it's going to be Bar for Synthetic as, Asian wants Ferme to get into their VC. There might be something still wrong with Silence Moss. As, speaking of, he was on Nook. I really thought we were going to see Nook, but we're not going to. Instead, we'll have to settle for the Clash. And, Echo. That's interesting. We don't see a lot of Echo anymore, but he does bring a shield. His drones, if hidden, can still be a very good utility for the defense. I mean, you just see how quite an aggressive player like Wings chooses to use him.
I'm wondering if... So he's in the call, and he is the producer. So can they hear him? I mean, are we having our first listening? Our first unofficial
no, it comes
listening?
From our what do you call it? Audio comes through vMix.
Yeah, but I poked Ferme in TeamSpeak and he heard it. No, I know they needed help, but do we have an unintentional? Is Ferme working with the government to conspire against Synthetic? Because Wings isn't allowing the rest of SCS to do listenings?
No.
I mean, it all makes sense now,
You know
really.
what else is weird? It's been 2 rounds with a Maverick Thatcher ban, and we still haven't seen a Cade.
That is very true.
We got Clash and Echo.
Well, with this setup that we have going on here, I don't think they need a Kaid specifically. But yeah, it is definitely interesting how they've decided to adapt. I'm assuming that this is just one of those things where Kaid is the expected ban, so they're playing around it instead of playing with it. That kind of thing. I actually learned that happens way more often than I think. That teams are just like, yeah, Kite's supposed to be banned. We're just not going to run him, though, because it's just, like, not in our strat. Like, that actually happens, especially with structured teams.
We forgot Cade is up. Whoops. Rice gets the first kill on the Kicks.
That's not what I meant.
There's a quick refrag on the Unfair, though, as Rice finds his second onto Eddie. Good frags here from Rice as he finds yet another one from below. C4 chucked up. That's unfortunately... Oh, that didn't miss? Okay.
What?
I did not think that was going to be able to finish Asian. But it did. Rice is apparently just better, and Chris Wings playing aggressively inside the freezer as Echo drops silent. It's just Ashen in a 1 versus 4 on the roof.
What an aggressive start there from Synthetic. It is weird that we are saying this. That Synthetic are kind of the aggressive start. But, yeah, Ashen's got it all to do, and with little time left and a Clash to go up against especially, it's going to come down to quite a lot of pressure. Getting himself into new battle kills. Try and take down 1 here, but it is going to be the Bearing 9 from Wings. Synthetic, take round number 2. We are all tied up.
No, we're
Good
not.
stuff.
We're not all tied up. I lied. We are. I'm sorry. That was a really good round from Synthetic.
I want to
Especially-
cast a Jinxie. Get out of here.
Hey, I don't know who that is.
Bro, if JYNXZI was casting, OMG. Yeah,
Bro,
true.
thank God we don't have to cast that guy. That would be.
I was gonna say, I literally said, thank God that's not a player. I mean,
that would be
I
a
think
rough name.
It
dog.
is Jinxie. Like, you know, yeah, it makes sense, but why do you why, man? What is with weird names like that? I don't get it. Like, I guess Wings has like no like eye, but it's like unique or whatever.
Walulis. I
Wait,
remember
what?
that guy. There was a guy named Walulis.
Walulis? I've never heard of that.
Walulis. That's a dumb name.
God.
Remember when I was casting with Royal? Every time you would have to shoutcast that guy, he would just give up and pass.
It's
Like, and now Lulu. Just take it, Crow. I was like, all right. That was really interesting from Synthetic. You had Rice down below inside of Train, who was just never cleared for whatever reason, and then Poison playing like a Mira window clash in bathroom. And Aggro just, well, to put it lightly, they just couldn't deal with it. They had no clue what to do. Now, though, Synthetic go back down onto reading. They can't go to bar just yet. Not again. So they won't go kitchen. They'll go reading. It seems like Aggro are, of course, going to do your stock standard top-down clear. Synthetic have, though, instead of just cocktail presence, pushed all the way over towards Pixel with a Clash and a Jaeger behind a shield. Poison underneath Piano inside of Train, maybe looking for an early C4 kill onto any of those Piano-clearing players. They'll just fall back into dining as the mining window is open. I wonder if Aggro are planning on a dining push, though Asian, trying to just crouch walk up white, gets caught by Rice.
I wish we were on Oregon, because I would have just had a field day there, but yeah, nope. Asian goes down.
Wow.
You get it.
All right,
People don't
he
get
is
it.
in dining.
You won't get it until... Wait.
Never mind.
Oh,
he is no longer in dining.
That's an attacker. That really caught me off guard. Unfair is low on HP here as a Clash, however. That is going to be a lot of pressure alleviated, but Rice is just doing so much work here for Aggro. Another kill claimed for the mute player, as now a 2 versus 5 ensues. Aggro really are getting beat down here by this hold by Synthetic. They've been bringing out some really aggressive holds with the Clash, and so far they have been working out so well. Ashen and Silent, all on their lonesome. Diffuser is in hand, but look at the control that they have. It comes down to if Unfair dies or not. Like, that is the control that they have. Na is also above, so the flank can come down. They'll take down Ashen. Now it's all down to Silent in a 1 versus 4. Beautiful shot there onto Rice, but it is going to be traded out by yet another SMG-11. Synthetic will take round number 3. With, wow, Wings. What is that?
Yes.
That is a t-shirt cannon gun. That is a t-shirt cannon from Wings.
Dude, the SMG-11 suppressed is actually kind of badass. Like when you hear it in game, it's like that.
Oh yeah, no, it sounds like a destroyer of worlds, but it's just ugly.
Yeah, that was kind of good. You do it.
What?
Try it. Do the SMG-11 suppressed noise. Excellent.
Was that good?
A little too slow though. You know, like
that.
What the fuck was that?
You said that was a little too slow, so
That just sounded like a dumb sneeze. Anyway, really good round from Rice. Again, the playmaker for Synthetic. Not one of the people that I thought who would be stepping up, especially when you got Na, Unfair, and Wings on the team. But he has not been any slouch whatsoever. Killing that player white, killing one of the players top white as well. And a really good all-around from Synthetic.
I think Breeze said... he said, like, if an operator was a Big Mac, he'd kill him. I don't get the joke. I don't think Na's actually, like, that fat. Not as fat as me, that's for sure. Like...
What if Na's just, like, Honey Boo Boo's brother?
Whoa! Oh my god. I imagine Na looks like I don't know. I feel like he looks like a supermodel. Like I don't know why. Like I feel like we just make fun of him. Or like, well, I don't make fun of him, but people make fun of him. And it's just like he's just like Brock Lesnar or something. Like he just looks just like an actual like tank.
Nah, probably looks like Seth Rogen.
Oh my god. Now I have the image in my head.
Just a short Seth Rogen.
Yeah. No, are you sure you want to play Aggro? Yeah, I want to play Aggro.
That's so stupid. Anyway, Synthetic are back down on Kitchen. This was the site that they had failed to win thanks to a duo entry from Aggro in the hands of both Asian and Silent, and a really well-orchestrated freezer drop from the Nomad of Kicks. In fact, those are actually his only 3 kills. Not a lot of the players of Aggro have found much success in the latter 2 rounds that we just saw played. That Synthetic have won. And Aggro, we're going to start things off with an upstairs clear, although Rice, as soon as he hears that breaching charge on Red go off, well, he vaults out of mining, catches Ashen on a drone, and down goes your Zoph.
Well, what a start. Ashen, your secondary entry. He hasn't been doing so good, let's at least say that. Dying every single round so far. Not the best of looks for him, but can only be up from here. Well, I say that, but I'm lying because obviously that's not true. But I say it anyway because I want people to feel good about themselves and other people to feel good about said player. Great. See, we're on different spectrums, but yeah. Pretty similar stuff here from what Aggro has been doing. They've managed to rotate all Synthetic downstairs, but obviously the key difference is that Zofia is missing. 9 players are alive. Something has happened. But, yeah. 2 people are actually holding that, I think. That's Rice and... Is that Rice and Wings? Are they both holding the same vertical angle? Well, they were. They were for a sec. That was almost really funny. But Aggro now going to start to work their way down. They've got a shield to work up against in VIP, but they're going to look to do their best. First smoke grenade is thrown. That looks like it's supposed to be a one-way, but honestly, in the position that Poison's in, it doesn't matter. Kicks falls here to Poison. It's going to be a 3 versus 5. Shield is dealt with, but with this cross that Wings has established with Poison, Poison won't go down without a refrag by the looks of it. 45 seconds left. Aggro are pushing against the tide.
Silent at least able to open the freezer wall, but of course, like you said, they've still got to do with Poison's position inside of VIP. Asian is looking for the crossfire, but it's castled off, so Poison's back is covered. One Ash charge will go out to try and burn it. It will successfully detonate, but Poison's got those gas canisters in hand and the cross being covered by Wings. He's got the UMP, and Asian doesn't spot the holes in the whiskey bar. Poison able to finish off that Ash before he's traded out by Silent, but there's Wings for the cover. It's just Eddie in a 1 versus 4. He's trapped inside a freezer. He gets 1 onto Na, but as he vaults through the window, he's lit up and finished off by Chris Wings. Synthetic take round number 4. That's 3 in a row and a perfect site rotation for the defense.
Really good crossfires there. The strategy here from Synthetic is starting to finally show, I think, because obviously, you know, what we've been seeing so far is just, you know, it's been, well, Aggro been pushing against the tide basically every single round. I like the way that Synthetic are playing. You know, they're a very strategic team, but they're not afraid to be getting their opening picks. You know, we've been seeing this happen quite a bit here. Every single round that Synthetic has one opening pick, I believe, has went their way, if I'm not mistaken. So,
with the exception,
is it round 2
of round 1, where Asian got the opening pick onto Wings.
Well, yes, but that was the round that Aggro won.
Oh, that's what you're talking about.
Yeah,
okay.
I said every round that Synthetic won, they've been opening frag. Yeah. That's why I hate you, Crow.
So far, both teams, when they get the opening pick, that's the round win.
It's almost as if that's a really important thing, and that's why we have entry fraggers. You know, as important as it is, a lot of people don't like talk about. What? Crow, are you alive? Are you like okay? My guy?
No, I just like annoying you.
Really? Okay. Well, yeah, but a lot of things. One thing that a lot of people really don't think about too much is that opening frag. Like, yeah, the entirety of the round is decided by how the 9 players handle it, and you know the opening frag comes very early on. But the opening pick sets you up for how you have to not only push against a team, but also push against yourself. Like you have to, you know, you have to almost adjust around your missing operator. That can be really challenging, and it can lead to a lot of teams' downfalls. The psychological effects of an opening frag are not stated enough. It is a very important trait about this game. A very important, well, not even just this game, but also just any FPS shooter that is life-based. So, but especially in Siege, where there's obviously a lot of utility, not only that you have to go through, but without that missing operator, it can mean a lot.
Yeah, it's also, you know, an opening pick onto the attack is a hell of a lot more detrimental than an opening pick onto the defense, just because of the way the utility works. Almost every attacker's gadget, they have to be alive to use, whereas the defenders have a lot of set and forget ones where they just put it down and they're free to play with their lives as they will. Great example of that being Jaeger, another great example being Lucy. What?
Unfair's on Jaeger.
Unfair
this
is
gonna
in
get
fact
exciting.
On Jaeger, and he's the man holding Pixel. I'd be surprised if Unfair just swings Pixel and either gets 2 kills or gets absolutely demolished. He has a shield there to play with. Drone will come out and will be very swiftly shot by the Jaeger. Now they know that there's an ADS covering it. They'll burn it, and there goes the shield. Unfair's position. Oh no, I thought that explosion was the shield. Now the shield goes down thanks to Ashen. You still got Poison with this mirror window-esque clash. Playing inside a bathroom, though. He'll spot one of those players on the rappel, but unfortunately for him, the only player who's really in range to help is Unfair, and Unfair is content playing very passively in the corner right by the bathroom door. Wings will get the first pick, though. Down goes Kicks, your Nomad dead, as the Echo gets a little bit aggressive. He's playing a very similar position to what he did last time with this shield in the open wall, but Silence is there with a response onto Rice, the big playmaker so far for Synthetic, though Wings has caught up on the scoreboard. 6 kills apiece for both of them, with Wings looking for more. It's a 4 versus 3 going into the last 50 seconds of the round. Synthetic up by 1 man.
T4's also gone. Kind of mentioned that a little bit, but that is a very important. Wow, that is, yep. That.
Why did Eddie just?
Eddie, yeah, you can't be doing that. And Wings, just take 3. Take them all. Wings. He's been a highlight player. He's on the worst roles. He's on the castle, on the Echo, but holy mackerel, he makes use of it.
Yo, Christopher Wings kind of popped up.
Christopher Wings. If we had a listen in there, it would be great, but also not good.
We would, our Twitch channel would get banned.
Yes. But that's why we love Wings. You know, he's mysterious. What?
Mysterious.
I mean, he's not. You know, like you don't know the aura.
I was thinking of a different word.
Does it start with an R?
Yeah.
Really cool is what we're talking about. Honestly.
Yeah. There's two different words. It could be either a word starting with R followed by an A, or R and then followed by an E.
Oh God.
2 ways that could go.
You could also combine the 2.
I tried to say it on stream. That would have been good.
That would have been really bad.
I had to stop myself. But yeah, that round was Synthetic giving up Pixel when they knew they had to, and Wings peeking everybody as Echo and winning his fights. 4K on the round for him. Absolutely massive performance. And he just cannot be stopped. Well, he has not been stopped except for round number 1. Look at that. 9 kills, 1 death. However, his reward for 4King his Echo is being put on smoke duty.
Yep. And that's why we love.
Oh, does he still have the suppressor?
I don't know. Let's take a quick gander at I just want to take your attention. Well, it's gone now, but Rice has only 5 shells remaining, and Wings has only like 8.
6.
Is it 6?
Yeah.
Like that is how like hard it is to hold this site. Like, there's so many holes you have to make. He's not done. I think he's almost out.
He's got 2.
But then again, the shotgun is basically more useful for rotations. Nah. No, what did you just do? I want to see that. Can we look for this body, please?
Did he kill the guy on the...
He was on
window? On the minibar window?
Oh my gosh.
It was either there or like
Dude,
cigar. It has
Nah
to be.
is crazy, dude. Like,
well, great opening pick for Nah. You take down Sledge. Wings is, in fact, still using the suppressor. So now that Sledge is gone, your soft breach capabilities as the attackers are severely limited. You now only have 2 breaching rounds from the Ash, 1 impact on the Zoph, as well as 3 breaching charges. Clash playing on White Stairs is able to give free info to her team and let them know if anyone starts pushing that hallway. Still, there's a player inside of Cocktail as well, and Nas coming up White Stairs to support the Clash of Poison. All the players upstairs, as I say that though, have fallen off, and down through the hatch, what? How does Wings win that? Asian just gets absolutely destroyed, and now it's a 5 versus 3. That could have been an easy equalizer, but I guess Wings just, like, concentrated the power of the gods, I guess, to win that fight. Silent from up in heaven does get the free frag onto Na in Pillar, but is it enough? He'll drop down. He's got the reading wall to try and breach, but there's likely a mute jammer behind it. Chris Wings decides to swing the doorway. Definitely an unwise decision as he loses his life and loses the man advantage that Synthetic had acquired. Now, not only are you even man count, but Rice is extremely lit up, and one of your operators left is Clash. Rice whiffs all of his shots into the bars, and Ashen is able to find that very easy kill. C4 out to try and counter the plant, but it's shot midair by Kix. Incredible shot from him as he finds not only the C4, but the Cade as well. Unfair does have the upstairs control, but he's Clash. He is so loud, they will know exactly when he's coming, and he's got 2 more kills to find. He'll try and just get the defuse with the shield on his back, but is it going to be enough? Bait does not work out. Silent swings, and there's the kill, and Aggro take round number 6.
yeah, that is the most BS fake I've ever heard of the defuse. But anyway, yeah. It does suck, honestly, to see Unfair on Clash. Obviously, Unfair is he can be a very powerful player, but honestly, the Clash has definitely been doing work. There we go. He's on Ash. There we go. He gets repaid for his and Wings is also on Zoe. So they're both getting paid for having to be on the bad roles. But anyway, so far Synthetic are looking pretty good. I don't think that they're, dominant right now. There's definitely mistakes that they're making, but they are definitely structured. They're in the right line. They're exactly where I think Poison wants them to be. So they're playing at a very optimal level. Obviously, all that can change. We are moving on to attack, which is a different beast compared to defense. We could be seeing a little bit more pressure here. But regardless, this has been a pretty good game so far. Aggro, definitely. I think the one thing about Aggro, we love casting their aggression, but this is how you properly handle aggression. They have been punished around every single corner that they turn. Anytime they get too aggressive, we saw Eddie swing into... I want to call that aggression. That was just kind of dumb. But it's a good example. They get aggressive sometimes, and it just simply doesn't work out.
Synthetic taking 4-2 defensive half. That's normal.
Why are you?
Kind of what you expect.
Oh my god! I just looked at chat, and that's the first thing I see is your message.
My bad.
Jeez.
Sorry. Synthetic now move on to the attack, and this is kind of where Aggro can run up the score. Aggression, like just unwarranted and unabated aggression, is much harder to pull off on the attack than it is on the defense. And Aggro, I wouldn't be surprised if this is where they start winning more rounds. This might be the same run out that Ashen fell to last time. A little bit of revenge for him onto Rice on the same exact run out. Mute with the first kill onto the sledge, and on a kitchen defense, that is probably the best opening pick you could have asked for.
Yep. Nade's gone, vertical pressure gone, and again, vertical pressure isn't the be-all end-all this map, but it can certainly split up your defense. So having Moses of Siege basically gone definitely does not help. If we really want to compare Sledge or Buck to that is why. Sometimes you don't need kills, you know? Sometimes what you do as a Sledge or a Buck is simply put defenders in awkward positions in which attackers can capitalize later on. Or you can even go back to the holes later on and capitalize on that. That is why verticality is so important.
As Sledge and Buck, your job is to make big hole.
Thank you.
Make many big hole.
You are not wrong.
Of course, I'm never wrong. Unfair nearly takes a nitro cell to the feet, but luckily enough, he's not on that particular floor where it was thrown, so he's only a little bit damaged. Ashen taking a lot of damage from above, that vertical play coming in handy, but he's able to get the kill onto Poison and turn that control right around. Unfair, though, just drops Freezer and gets a pick, but there's Eddie with a refrag onto Nah. Down goes your Nomad, but Unfair is just inside the site. He takes out the Whiskey player, but falls to the player in Carpet, and it's just Wings. The star performer in a 1 versus 3, takes out one. Asian dead, battling against the shield. Kix has the advantage, but Kix will whiff some of his shots. Unfortunately for Wings, he can't actually deal with it because he's got no more explosives, and he's extremely low on time. The defenders know that they can just wait this out. Eddie is inside of prep. Kix is all the way back towards VIP, and even if Wings was able to kill one of them, he wouldn't have had time to get the second. Aggro wisely play for the clock and take round number 7.
Patience is a virtue, and Synthetic are currently up 5-2 because of it.
Virtue's
Sorry,
on G2.
Just kidding. Yeah, shut up.
My bad.
Patience is a virtue. And you know what? It's weird to see Aggro being patient, but it'll definitely pay dividends. They'll take their first round in a very long time, and they can start to really work their way up. But it is attack. It is your, you're on the less favorable side. So anything can happen. I'm really focused on Ashen being a weirdo. But, yeah. We can't call it just yet.
Chai said, Nas' cause of death was high blood sugar.
Jesus. AJ told me that Nas is not actually fat. So I'm the only fat one. I don't know.
I kind of want to see a picture of Nah.
I do too.
Oh.
But we never will.
Next site is Bar Cocktail. No Goyo, but cock. No Goyo, but Wamai is still left up, so Pixel is still going to be a good place for the defenders to hold up, as it is just all the time. I think this is the... Did we see Synthetic playing Valkyrie at all? I feel like we did. They didn't play Valkyrie, and they didn't play Cade until, like, the last 2 rounds. Wow,
Ooh,
Ashen C4 just
that
got
was
shot
out of midair.
What? By Poison?
No,
it sounded like the... Was it unfair? Okay, I thought I heard the AK-12, and I was about to say, there's no way Callum just hit a C4 midair. Not with that wrist.
Oh. Oh. Does he have, like, a injured wrist or something?
You don't know the Poison wrist thing?
What? No.
Like his, like, wrist hurts a lot and shit.
Well, that just sucks.
Yeah. I think it's better now, though. It used to be really bad.
That's good. It's been pretty good. He's the IGL for Synthetic, correct?
Yeah. I would simply not trust anybody else on this team to IGL. Like,
I mean, yeah.
Poison better be the IGL, because everyone else on the team, with maybe the exception of Rice, is, well, a monkey. Speaking of the IGL, he's going to start to smoke in and use his utility as the Pixel shield will be completely cleared thanks to the Ash. He's got that angle all the way through the Sig Cub, as we call it, over towards Freezer. Unfair watching flank assisted by that air jab. It's been a long while in this round so far, though. Nearly 2 minutes now shaved off by the attackers, and we haven't actually seen an opening engagement yet. Aggro have been playing pretty passively. They give up Pixel after they know that, enough time has been wasted. Now playing close with the shotgun and not overextending. I definitely like this from Aggro, but there's a bit of an adjustment from Synthetic. Now trying to bank nades through the floor. They do a lot of damage to Silent, but not enough to finish him off. Open up the white window, and Unfair will try and walk up the white stairs, but he's got 2 people to deal with, one of which is Silent. Poison gets taken out by that Maestro. Nah, with 1 kill, Asian refrags, and Unfair is there with the kill onto Asian. Kicks falls as well. Now you've lost your smoke, but Wings is down on the floor, and unfortunately for Nah, he is unable to see Ashen peeking crouch level through the bathroom rotate. It's just Unfair on the Ash. 20 seconds left, and he'll die to the Valkyrie of Ashen. Aggro, hold out in round number 8.
That was a very aggressive round there, and played pretty well there by Aggro, to say the least. It was very fast paced, but that's Aggro's played. So if you want to make it fast paced, you better be ready for resistance, and that's exactly what happened. But yeah, Synthetic all tied up now with a team that looked like they were on the back seat, just not really pushing much of anything, not looking too hot. Things have completely changed, however. We now don't know who's going to win at this point. Is it going to be the structured team of Synthetic, or is it going to be this aggressive playstyle on the defensive side of Aggro? We're all tied up now. So we go down to... What is it? To thinking... It was like reading and eating. Yeah.
What a great name.
Nah.
Reading and eating.
Nah. It's not that good.
Reading and dining. So then you eat and dining. So reading and eating.
I don't know if you can eat, considering that pretty soon Kix is about to just tear down this entire wall.
That wouldn't stop me.
And just... You just wanna sit there?
Yep.
While someone just shotguns your hole open? Your whole wall open? Keep eating.
I would keep eating as someone shotguns my hole open.
What is Eddie? He's staring at a wall. Is that window prepped? It doesn't look like it.
What?
Well, he's gonna do it anyway. C4 ripped here on a snowbalk, and...
What?
That's 2 C4s down, and... Not a single person.
Well, that didn't make any sense.
It really did not. The C4 spawn peaks do not work out. Now, we would be screaming our heads off if it did. But now it just looks like they suck.
All right. We at least got 1 left in the pocket of the Pulse himself. Asian holding inside of Pixel. Holding a Pixel angle in Pixel. And there's the final C4. Silent does, in fact, get a kill with it. Gets it onto Nah the Nomad. The Nomad. Oh, there's a quick trade from Wings outside the cocktail repel. Good night, Asian. Down goes your Valkyrie. Though, luckily, she's already used her C4, so it's not the biggest loss in the world, but it is an upstairs cocktail player. Wings stunning in to secure the fact that his repel is safe. They've still got to deal with Asian, who has now given up Pixel. Wings will spot the head, but Asian pops up behind C3, gets the kill, and is able to escape through the laundry hatch. Aggro, now +1 man moving into the last minute, as now Synthetic have to do their vertical destruction. Luckily for them, the sledge is still alive, so they'll still be pretty efficient with it. Unfair even dedicating one of his breaching rounds to that vertical play. But if Aggro again don't expose themselves to these holes and still play surprisingly passively as they've been, this could still be a win. But Poison, as I say that, just walks through the doorway into reading, catches Kicks off guard, and now he has full control of the bomb site, and no one from Aggro is upstairs to try and use this verticality against the attack. Rice upstairs can cut people off from Pillar. Poison's got cover from above, but Eddie finds one of those above players. Down goes Rice. Poison is able to complete the plant, but here comes Silent. He is able to take out one, and Asian with the other.
Aggro are now up 5-4. We didn't expect this. Honestly, what I kind of thought was going to happen was this was going to be synthetic, just with, again, this structured. Just kind of taking it to Aggro, having these pushes where they get each other's trades. They are getting each other's trades. As you can kind of see, Aggro haven't been winning out rounds like extremely. It's always been like a 2 or 3 man alive sort of situation. I think last round it was 2 men alive. This round it was as well. So it's definitely, you know, they're playing structured, but just not able to claim it, not able to clean it up and end it. And Aggro will take advantage. They'll be up 5-4. And my prediction's slowly starting to become correct. So frick you.
My bad.
Yeah, it is your bad.
Well,
I'm about to be right, and you're about to be mad.
I wouldn't be mad. I mean, pretty
Yes,
cool
you
with
are.
Aggro.
You're
Okay.
fuming.
Am I fuming?
Yes.
Okay.
Nice. Wait, somebody made a poll in Twitch chat that says how many burgers did not eat before this game?
Their entire stock.
Jeez.
Wow.
Holy.
That's really funny. Who did that? I finished all my shrimp.
I don't care.
I had half a pound.
Wow. Of shrimp?
Yeah. Of fried Cajun shrimp.
Jeez.
It was really good. And I had an order of fries and mashed potatoes.
Goodness.
I'm a hungry boy.
Okay.
Well, Aggro have taken the lead. Their first lead since round number 1. It was round number 1 for Aggro, 4 in a row from Synthetic, and now 4 in a row from Aggro. And they continue their streak. They'll try to do it on Kitchen, as they've now taken a perfect site rotation, so they should be confident on every single bomb site. Asian can hear himself being droned out, so he will slip away down the hatch and make sure that he's not caught out by any of these roam clears. Has been about a minute 10, minute 15 so far off the clock. As the first C4 goes out, fortunately for the defense, it'll miss its target. Eddie no longer having that utility in his pocket. Ashen next up will throw it out, but the player who breached that wall is long gone. So now you've lost both your nitro cells on the side of Aggro. All you've got to try and deny this plant is your Maestro and your smoke of Kicks. Synthetic will now do their vertical destruction as you do on Kitchen. Rice looking for any freebies, as there is one player, it looks like, going over towards the stairs to flank up. I wasn't quite sure. It looked like one of the orange silhouettes was trying to go for, I think it was Asian. No, he's actually stopped at the bottom of brown, so he's not actually going for any aggressive play. Asian is by red, though. He could easily go up, and if there's no air jab to stop him, find the sledge or find the Ash looking through. But here's the drop from Unfair and Poison, trying to make their way through Freezer, circumventing this player in VIP, but it's a 2K from Eddie. Down go both Rice and Poison. Massive play from the Valkyrie as Nog trades back on the Asian, but there's Eddie with his third. Unfair goes down. He's popping off on the Valkyrie. Very low HP, but still, that entire push has now been shut down. A tight angle being played by the smoke. Wings can't find it. He'll go down to Silent. It's just not in a 1 versus 4. Only 30 seconds left to play with, and it looks like Aggro are going to find map point.
Wow. Aggro have taken 4 rounds in a row at this point if they win this one out here, and if not, doesn't clutch up. Take down Ashen. Increase his kills, but You have to wonder if it is enough. The crossfires are super powerful here for Aggro. It's not enough as Eddie almost doesn't find the kill, but Silent claims it instead. I'm really surprised to see that Aggro are winning the rounds, considering that they really like to dish out their utility very early on, you know, their C4s, especially. But it apparently doesn't matter. Synthetic are walking in to a lot of heavy crossfires. By Aggro. And no, it's not because I was casting Gnaw for a sec that I'm calling those crossfires heavy. But yeah, I'm really surprised to see them, you know, just putting up a little bit of patience, honestly. I feel like that's one thing that Aggro, you know, as the aggressive team that we keep on constantly talking about, don't, you know, push too heavily.
I just hear Ferme laugh.
Yeah, Ferme just whispered us to laugh because he liked my joke. That was really disorienting. But yeah, Aggro, their crossfires have been really powerful, and it's definitely shooting them in to the next map, maybe with a lead.
Yeah, Synthetic have looked significantly weaker than I thought they would, with the exception of Wings because he's 12-5. But the rest of the team as a whole, I think, you know, you definitely pointed out a good point. Yeah, well, definitely pointed out a good observation. I don't know. Screw phrasing.
You saved it. No, you saved it.
They've been using their utility really aggressively and then play out the rest of the round really passively, at least up until the execute. And I think that's a really good change of pace for Aggro. You know, a lot of times when they would lose, it's just because they go in head first and they just get stumped. But it seems like, you know, they've started scrimming after they got into SCS. And it looks like they've been doing good work. Looks like they've definitely improved. So good on you, Aggro. You, right now, have confirmed a point against one of the top teams in the closed qualifier and against a team that a lot of people thought were going to be extremely successful. Eddie goes for 2 and lights Rice up to 25 HP with the Deagle. What a play as Eddie. I mean, he just vaulted out the window. He did the iconic run out.
If he got a third kill off of that, I would have absolutely lost it. But Eddie has been such a massive player on defense here. Nah and Unfair are gone. Those are two pretty good players down. You still have Wings up, Mr. Chris, but at what cost? Look at the deficit that Synthetic currently have. They have no flank watch, and they have, I guess, technically half of their vertical breach utility gone. That is really difficult to work up against, especially on a site like this, where you just gotta constantly push through utility. This could be really, really rough here, coming into the closing room, you know, the curtain calling of this map. But Poison's got himself in a very aggressive position. Silent has got him pointed out, however. Ashen takes a little bit of damage, but still alive and well in Pixel. Chris also playing inside of Heaven. Looking for Silent, who is, I was gonna say play very passive, but swings right into Chris, Mr. Wings. But Wings gets that frag. I wouldn't say for free, but definitely a lot easier than he expected.
Oh, I just realized Silent's top fragging.
Silent is top fragging. The player that they temporarily dropped.
Yeah, he was on hard support. Silent has been showing up, like, not only in the qualifier, but as a whole for Aggro. Unfortunately for Aggro, though, their player in Pixel goes down, but not before dealing a lot of damage to Poison. And Rice, again, earlier from that run out, is extremely lit up. Kix is going to take advantage of that and just riddle Rice's chest with SMG-11 shots. But Asian moving through, there's Wings! All the way from Heaven, repels in and finds both of the last two players. Aggro were in such a good position to lock it out, but Wings is there to step up time and time again, and he keeps Synthetic alive on Kafe.
Wow.
Christopher Wings.
Amazing, amazing.
Do you think he drank a Red Bull?
God.
Because Red Bull gives you wings.
Oh. I get it.
Thank you.
Don't always really like that. Yeah. Nice.
back to bar. I want to get a couple more drinks in.
I see we're going for this.
They're gonna have to put it on their tab. Aggro tried for the gin and tonic last round, but Synthetic hit him with a Bloody Mary, so...
See, we're just... doing this.
See, Aggro asked for a smooth dark ale, and Synthetic handed him a tequila.
Yeah. I don't know anything about drinks. I don't drink alcohol.
Aggro were about to pull out the rosé, but Synthetic were like, nah, triple sec. As Aggro were taking their sip of Absolute vodka, Synthetic just threw a match in their plans. Get it? Because it's grain alcohol. Ethanol is very flammable.
No, I don't get it.
Oh, well. Grain alcohol is extremely flammable. All right.
Oh, no.
That's it.
Oh, no. Oh, no! Nah, just outplayed Eddie there. Wow.
Oh, no.
Oh, my.
That was pretty funny. Looks like Eddie was a little bit tipsy after that one, after going bar twice. I'm sorry.
He just whiffed, man. Like, come on.
He didn't even whiff. He didn't even see him. He looked up the wrong way.
He looked up the wrong way.
Yeah.
Huh?
Listen, he said she had one too many sex on the beaches.
Okay.
It's a cocktail. My favorite cocktail is Fuzzy Navel. Fuzzy Navel's really good. Peach tree schnapps, vodka, lemonade, orange juice. Shit goes hard. Anyway, I'm too young to drink, so pretend I never said that.
Wait. Oh yeah, you are.
Yeah. I just like it because it's my parents' favorite cocktail, so they'll let me have some. They're around. I don't drink. I'm a responsible adult. I promise. One more year, though. Oh! Wow! Poison just got fucking bodied. Incredible shot by Ashen. He'll even up the odds. 4-4. Is he gonna, dude? Is he about to get another one? I'll peek it again. Do it. Oh man. Dude, Unfair almost got his head taken off too. Ashen, being usually one of the star performers for Aggro, he's having a little bit of a slow game, but that was certainly a heater of a shot on the ace. Now you've got no more hard breach. That is rough for Synthetic, especially with only 50 seconds left. Rice moving in, looking for the crossfire, but here's Unfair getting very lit up by the prone peak of Ashen. Wings looking for this same monstrous presence inside of Heaven. Silent with 1 kill, Rice with the refrag, but he's trapped in the gas canister and he'll go down and finished off by it. Kicks with the kill. It's just Wings and Nah in a 2 versus 3, 30 seconds left, and you've still got Kicks inside a bathroom holding close with the shotgun. He should win this fight no matter what happens, unless the Nomad can find a really good pre-fire, which he does. He's now got the crossfire all the way into Cocktail. Wings is holding firm, but look how low the time is. 12 seconds left, and Silent has the Alda against a very low HP Wings. The player by the bomb chassis, no! Asian's not looking in the right direction! 5 seconds left, Nah has to come to the rescue. Maestro gets 1, but the 81 can't find the second! Synthetic take round number 12, and we're going to OT!
Oh my gosh, what a huge play by Nah. No, that's not because he's heavy. Really good stuff from him, and Synthetic are in to OT. We thought that this was gonna be it. We thought Aggro, we're done and dusted here. We thought that Synthetic, who couldn't take 4 rounds in a row, were done for. And yet, here we are. Our second overtime of this entire night. Crow, hold me, man. What is going on? This is just... Oh my. Wings and both winning the round from the same position they won the last. What a game this has been between a team that is full structure and a team that is full aggression. Sheesh. What a banger.
It's yet again been a very exciting match. If you can't tell.
Yes.
Now we're going back to bar for the 3rd time. We're staying past closing. I'm gonna fall asleep on a stool. We're gonna have to get dragged out.
Nice.
this is where Synthetic were pretty successful. They are 2-0 on this site. It's actually the only site on the defense that they have a perfect win rate on. So if there's any advantage or any site that Synthetic are going to be able to get the advantage on, it's here. They've got the Clash again. Poison has been very good on this hold. Of course, you've got Wings inside of the freezer as well with that shield holding into Piano. Gotten plenty of picks there. He's actually on 16-6 right now. He is doing the heavy lifting for his team, not also on double digits, and Silent in between them. 13-9 for him. Excellent play on the support. But if your support is the one fragging out and the big reason why you're able to tie up the game, that's not great for your players like Ashen and Asian. However, that also means if Ashen and Asian can step up in this overtime, then Aggro could potentially come out even more dominantly than they had during regulation.
Both these teams are going to secure some points today, and honestly, I think that's a pretty fair bet. This has been a very close game. A game of playmakers. I mean, look at Wings. He is 16-6. What is with these 16 bombs? We haven't even played a round like, you know, more than 14. We haven't played more than 14 rounds. Now, obviously, yeah. Now, obviously, you know, this is max OT, but like the default standard of Siege, the most maps is 15 in a competitive game. Obviously, with OT, it can be anytime. It's infinite, literally. But we have not played past.
We could go to round 100.
We could. We haven't played past round 14 yet, and we have a player dropping 16. Like, what? This is insane. Wings, who plays the support roles on defense, while also playing secondary entry on attack, is doing wonders for his team. Sophia Stun is going to push Poison out, but that's the last one. He's still going to be alive here, but Kicks will take down Wings. It's going to be an execute, but with Silent down here, that might be claimed by Poison. Eddie takes down Unfair, however. Synthetic, their attack is collapsing all around them, but a 3 versus 4 ensues, and one player still on Windows. Eddie going in for the res here. Unfair goes, or sorry, Poison goes down to Asian.
Oh, what?
And the smoke kills 2. Rice takes down Asian as well. It's a 2 versus 2. What has happened? A gas grenade causes the death of 2 players. A single gas. Aggro are now starting to steal this round away, however. It's all down to Rice in a 1 versus 2. He's got 10 frags. Can he tally on 12?
Oh, they don't know where he is.
He's got a C4, or he's not got a C4 left.
Oh, he
Rice swings in, however, and Ashen catches him off guard simply because Rice was not ADS'd. Aggro now on what might be our first match point.
Wow, look at that recoil.
Maybe our last, maybe not.
Aggro, impressive stuff there from Ashen. We were talking about how he needed to step up, and step up he did, finding, I believe, what was that? Was that 3? Is that 9 kills? He was okay. No, he got 2. Being able to find the last 2 kills on the Zof was absolutely huge. As well, just the aggressive push through Cigar, taking that opportunity was really good by Aggro because it meant Poison's position as Flash was pretty inconsequential. They're able to find the Echo inside of Freezer, and that just frees up so much space. So whoever made that call on Aggro, very well done. I wouldn't be surprised if it was Silent himself. It almost went Ari thanks to the gas grenade from Nam, being able to find 2 kills and evening up the man count 2 apiece. But Ashen crouch walking up by B2, able to find a kill through the rotate, and unfortunately for Rice, just not looking the right way. Synthetic now down a point, and that is the first time that they have lost bar. They now no longer have a 100% win rate site. And Aggro are going to go kitchen, where they have won twice.
I love how every time Na makes a play, everyone just jeez. Every time Na makes a play, it's like, yeah, let's go, Big Mac. Like, come on, man. He's. Anyway, Synthetic Seems like they're gonna be going for
What? Where was that?
Well,
Wait, was
Aggro
that
have
was
been
that on a
using
hatch?
Aggro have been using a lot of their C4s early on, and for the first time I think ever, it does grant Aggro a kill, and in one of the most crucial rounds ever, and it was red hatch. That's painful.
Yikes! And your sledge on a kitchen attack. You have lost your sledge. That is almost a death sentence. Unless you can get kills on this roam clear, sledge dying is nearly a death sentence. And look at how passively Aggro are playing again. Look at this. This is so good from them. The only person I think they have who's like actually way off site is Asian. Over in like, what is he, like coat check? Yeah, he's in reception. Everyone else is either in the site, VIP, whiskey. This play from Aggro is impressive to say the least, especially coming from what we knew about them heading into quals. They are playing, I mean, you know, they're still ranked stars, don't get me wrong. They're not structured and they're not necessarily playing the smartest, but they're playing a hell of a lot smarter than they have in the past. A 5v4 and they're playing passively. They do not want to throw away this advantage because, again, if they win this round, if it goes 8-6, we don't even need infinite OT. The game will end right there. A C4 goes up. This could be an easy kill onto Nah, but no, it'll only deal a little bit of damage actually onto Wings. So Eddie, a little bit of a waste there, but again, they still have the 3 gas canisters from Kicks, and the time is wasting away. 55 seconds. Soon we'll be at a position where Kicks can just delay the majority of the rest of the round with those gas canisters, and he'll start doing just that onto the freezer doorway, but there's the first pick for Synthetic. Nah, with that flank watch from above, finds one, and Ashen goes down to Unfair as well. Now it's a 4 versus 3. Synthetic have retaken this man advantage and make it an advantage by 2. Asian can't find the kill upstairs either, as Poison's going to start going for the plant, and there's nothing the defense can do. Eddie gets taken out. It's just Asian. A post plant now 1 versus 3, and the angle held by Unfair proves fruitful. Synthetic take round number 14. They avoid the loss and tie up the score yet again.
We will keep on going. This has just been like what a series. This is the first time we're going past, 15.
Oh yeah.
First time in SCS history, I think, minus like quals.
In season 5 history.
Wait, was Infinite OT a thing
in season 4? Yeah, dude, we went to like round like 28 or something.
Wait, really?
Yeah, shit was
no, that was quals. Oh,
No.
wait, that was
Yeah,
that was playoffs.
24 rounds is the record. But this will be the longest match in season 5, at least so far. We have a minimum now of 16 rounds to be played if one of these teams does take 2 in a row. Synthetic, after losing Bar, will not opt to go there again. It'll go down to Kitchen, where Aggro had just failed. Synthetic, or Poison, likely cooking up a new strat for this one. Hopefully it's tasteful. Sorry. Maybe Unfair playing by Sinks can wash his hands of his former mistakes.
It's playing K1.
Yeah, he was walking towards Sinks, so I thought he was going to play Sinks.
Unfair playing in K1 can wash away his former mistakes.
What the hell? Why is the bakery wall half open? All right, it's because Rice is playing behind bakery. But Aggro are just avoiding that. They're just going to say, you know what? If you want to play bakery, we're just not going to go bakery. We're going to go white. Now they got to deal with Poison. The interesting thing to me is that Synthetic have effectively locked off Poison's own crossfire with that castle barricade, so Wings can't really help anymore. Now, sure, he does have the rotate through the single wall, so it is safer for Poison to get out, but if he gets pressured quickly enough and doesn't have the opportunity to, he won't be able to get a refrag. Even
min count so far. Synthetic playing a pretty standard hold.
I saw French fries.
One.
Sorry.
What?
No.
Smell. Okay. They're doing the standard stuff. They have Poison playing inside of VIP. Nothing too out of the ordinary. And why change something up? You know, you're on overtime where every round, every second, every kill, everything counts. Ashen starting to move his way down very slowly. Now, the thing is, Eddie's upstairs, so they don't have nades to deal with him, but they still have Zofia. Eddie just barely missed out on a player Sinks. Or sorry, that's Rice. No, that is Sinks. No, that's Rice. He's gonna look to nade him, I
washing
think.
his rice.
Okay.
Sorry.
Eddie will take the kill, however, unfair, so he did force him out with the nade and then shoot him down. So really good stuff there from him. Great game sense to get rid of him, but Refrag is looking on the docket as both Kicks and Silent put to very low HP. This Poison is also on extremely low HP, sitting inside of VIP, and with Kicks as well as Eddie playing on the stairs, Poison shouldn't be alive for very long. Prone peeking here, he'll cut off Ashen's ankles, but that's all he'll get. Asian will take down Rice, looking for a second, but there'll be wings to felled Kicks. Ashen finding 2 as well. He is just continuing on this reign of terror, and all of a sudden, Wings is left in a 1 versus 4. He holds the angle properly and takes down Asian. 1 versus 3. Silent going for the plant. Wings is stuck on double, and with Eddie above, he'll deny Wings. Aggro will take round number 15, and we are slowly but surely. Wow. We are slowly but surely seeing Aggro start to claim the series, but we can't call it off just yet.
Again, this is what we just saw. Aggro won the first round of OT, and then Synthetic tied it up. Synthetic now continuing to fight from behind. Again, if you go down a point, you effectively have to win 3 rounds in a row if you want to find the victory. We'll go yet again back to the kitchen, where we belong. Get it? It's because we're Asian.
What?
Yeah.
Sorry, Chris tagged me in a tweet where I called not big.
Yeah, well, chat heard it, so that's all that matters.
It was probably really bad.
It wasn't that bad.
Why do I doubt that?
It was an Asian kitchen joke, man.
Okay. My bad.
Gotta cook up some bulgogi.
Bulgogi?
Some lo mein. Some egg foo young.
Chopstick came with a lot of lo mein.
Man, shut up.
There's a word in there that I can't say. That's actually a good rhyme.
Chow mein. Chow fan? Chow fan.
No. Chopstick came with a lot of lo mein. There's a word in there that I can't say.
Peking duck. What else do we cook? Dumplings, gyoza.
Dumplings are delish.
Dim sum.
Sorry, I just...
shumai. Shrimp shumai goes hella hard.
You guys eat shoes?
What? It's just called shumai, man.
Shumai.
Beef tripe.
Beef.
Sichuan. Sichuan noodles are really good. My mom likes chicken feet and ox tongue. I don't like those.
Ugh.
Those are weird. You know what, like, one of my favorite Chinese food is?
What is that?
Ever have, oh crap, what are they called in English? Fuck. I can't.
I don't know.
I know. They're xiaolongbao. I can't remember what it is in English. I just remember they're called xiaolongbao. Oh, soup dumplings.
Tasty.
They're like dumplings, but inside the dumplings is soup.
Ooh.
It's really good. Xiaolongbao slaps. Anyway. Enough of my small-eyed cuisine of my homeland. Can I say that? Oh, well, I'm Chinese. I'm sure it's fine. Ashen is already at half HP. Synthetic start to move in as the only roamer has fallen back through the hatch, yet again leaving freezer hatch open. I'll start to get the vertical play down. The breaching charges, Rice's hammer, what have you. Again, we've gone a pretty decent amount of time with no opening pick. Both these teams have been pretty slow about it, which, again, with a team like Aggro, is definitely counter to popular belief. Synthetic will just continue to keep blowing shit up, but not finding any picks for it. Again, a 5v5 contest down on the site will almost always be in the advantage of the defense. We've still got plenty of utility on the side of Aggro as well. 1 C4 and 2 more gas canisters, as we heard the first from Kicks. Up goes a C4, but it will not hit Rice, as Rice heard the rip and was able to skirt away just in time. That is a very good angle from Eddie through the bomb chassis, nearly getting the kill through the floorboards. Ashen, yet again, seeing Rice do this destruction. Can't find the pick just yet. It's been relatively silent on the scoreboard so far. As I say that, though, Caster's Curse. Asian gets the first kill onto Unfair. Synthetic now down 1 man. It's your Ash off the board. Wings taking a little bit of damage, but Ashen is finally felled as well, but Eddie's there for a refrag onto Na. Aggro will not let go of this advantage. Asian, though, peeks out a little bit too aggressively as Eddie finds poison. It's Rice and Wings. 5 seconds left. They don't have time to do anything. Rice gets a kill, but he's stuck upstairs. He gets the kill onto Kicks. Excellent shot, but it's 0-0, and Aggro take round number 16. They take their map pick 9-7. Almost forgot what the score was.
That was a close one there, but we are all done. Just kidding. We have another map. So, more to go after this, believe it or not. It's been a long series, but stick with us. Aggro and Synthetic going toe-to-toe with each other. What we thought was going to be a full Synthetic blowout based off of just the beginning of the round, or the beginning of the half in general, all out the window. All of it out the window completely.
Wings got 19.
Jeez.
Lava moment. I'm sorry, that was mean.
That was mean.
I apologize, Lava.
Why would you say that?
Sorry.
I want to play Apex. Gavin, if you're here, if you're in this chat, let's play Apex after this map. You too, Gunner. I know Gunner's in the chat. Let's play Apex after this. I just want to shout out the fact that we actually have 400 viewers.
Holy shit.
Crow.
I mean, holy crap.
You and I, you and I have been casting T3. I've been casting T3 for 3 years. You've been casting like 2 or 1? Have you?
Year and a half,
have you?
something like that.
Have you ever had a T3 league have a view count like this?
Oh, only CCS.
I have never. That's yeah. Okay, fair enough. Like underage league, like specifically. That is insane. That is absolutely insane.
That is incredible.
We love and appreciate every single one of you. It's been an incredible journey.
How do I do a fart?
You just did it like this.
Well, I was holding my pen, so it's kind of awkward. I'm still writing down.
I want to definitely shout out the hardworking people at the SCS staff. They're doing live stats. The live production is absolutely incredible. Max's observing has been anything but bad. It's been absolutely incredible for him. He's a goated observer. I don't know how the heck people don't recognize him more for that.
He's so experienced.
Very experienced.
Thank
Thank you guys. It's been a journey. I want to thank Ferme. He deserves it. I love Ferme. I'm sorry for being late. I literally couldn't do anything about it. But
you could have just not made burgers.
No, the burgers wasn't the problem. It was the fact that I spilled bird seeds everywhere.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
It literally had nothing to do with the burgers.
Speaking of bird seed, we can go ahead and look at the stats. Oh, we're still waiting.
Speaking of the bird seed.
See, Ferme said something about stats, but I didn't hear it. But it was actually that they're still working on stats. No, yeah, I was gonna do like a transition like that, but like not connected at all, and I wanted to see how confused you would be. I was pretty confused. Anyway, I think that's certainly an upset. You saw how many of us predicted that Synthetic were gonna 2-0, and Aggro have just completely bucked the trend. And I have to say, I don't mind. We always love a good underdog story. They are definitely the newest team to competitive in our league. So seeing them start off the season with a victory, albeit in OT, but a victory nonetheless, that's pretty damn cool. So congrats to Aggro. You get 2 points on the board already, leading your group. Because, it's the first, no one's actually played yet. It's the first game. I'm interested to see how the second map goes. Because something else we have to remember, though, is Kafe was Aggro's map pick, so you kind of expect them to win it if they're going to win a map. What's map 2?
Yeah.
Villa.
Villa.
Man, we got Villa again.
It's alright.
It is I still have fries? I do. Let's go.
So, what a game. I think that's a great game. I think so far this opening day has been nothing short of excellent. We had
What a fry.
an absolute we had an absolute heater with we had an absolute heater with gatekeepers. We had an absolute heater with gatekeepers and aerial rise on Clubhouse. Absolutely, oh my god, it was stunning. It was an amazing map. If you weren't here for that, I highly recommend that you watch the VOD. Crow and I were just, oh my god, it was, oh, whew. It was amazing. We had a great cast, better than that Jinxie guy. But anyway,
We were screaming like a girl on
9-7.
prom night.
We were doing that. 7 and 9. Wings just the heartbreak. Dropping +9. Not only that's not even the impressive part. 19 kills. Just to lose. It is very unfortunate. But I hope that people kind of look at this and it's like, wow, that Wings guy is good. Even though they lost. I hope you can see the value in Wings. He's been doing great stuff. Support player on, on defense. But he gets unleashed on attack.
Not as well with a 75% cost. Not too shabby at all for your flank watch. And Jaeger. On the other side of the board, though, on aggro, Asian and Ashen, typically the 2-star performers, little bit quiet. Eddie and Silent, though, definitely picking up the pace. And if we want to shit talk someone, Kyle Cherish Fernandez, the analyst for Synthetic, was talking about earlier how aggro were a boring team to try and work strats for because all they do is rely on Asian, and if Asian dies, they sit there and hold their angles for 1.5 minutes until they rush into the site. Well, eat your heart out, Kyle. Your team just fucking lost, and Asian went negative. Loser. Sorry, we're friends with Kyle, so he'll know it's a joke, sort of.
That you came at his throat, man.
He can take it. He's taken worse. I made him bisexual after all. But anyway, we are going to take a quick break. Remember, we still have Villa. We've still got one more map after this, so don't go anywhere. We love all of you people. Stick around for map number 2 after this short intermission.
Don't do that to me. Welcome back to SCS Season 5, ladies and gentlemen. After an incredible 3 maps so far, we're down to our last. It's very unfortunate, but what an opening day it has been. A proving ground for SCS, for all these teams so far. Aggro, look at the bottom of your screen. I'm about to be right. Let's go. So,
Are you?
Well, that also depends. I did predict that Aggro would be winning this entire series, but it comes down to this game. It is going to be Aggro versus Synthetic on Villa. So both of these teams do take points. Synthetic take 1 point because they lost on overtime, while Aggro take 2 because they won on overtime. How's it going to pair next map? We won't know. So far, we've seen a 5-1 in terms of points because Gatekeepers won not on overtime, and then they won on overtime. So they are currently 5 points in. We have yet to see a team be 6 points ahead, and we won't see that today, at least.
Maybe
next day. But that just goes to show how close these games have been. We're back for our final map here. Crow, it's been an absolute pleasure, man. We have been having so much fun.
It has certainly been a fun one. Moving on to Villa, Synthetic get defense first again. Interesting. That means, wait, this is Synthetic's map pick. That means Aggro chose to start on attack. That's definitely curious. Villa tends to be a more defender-sided map, but maybe they are just that confident. First attacker ban from Synthetic will, of course, be Thatcher. You don't want to deal with him on Villa. He's a very good operator. I presume the next ban to be either a Hibana or an Ace. Typically on Villa, it's the Ace, because you got smokes. Harder to trick with a Cade and a Bandit. You can't really impact trick it just like a Hibana. So you typically see him get banned out. And look at that. It's the Ace. Silent, though, is a very good Ace. So I wonder what he's going to be, what he's going to play instead, because I don't think I personally, at least, I don't think I've seen Aggro play Villa just yet. So I'm interested to see if he's going to be the one flexing on the Hibana. Defensive bans, probably going to be something standard, probably like Mira, Wamai, Cade,
I did see a Goyo ban.
We did see Goyo, but Goyo on Kafe isn't that strange. There's Mira. Oh, the last one. What do you think it's going to be?
Wamai.
Gonna be Wamai.
It is Villa, after all.
What if?
If they ban Goyo again, I'll just be questioning myself.
What if they
It does make sense. I mean,
Pulse.
If they ban Pulse, I'll lose my mind. It's gonna be Wamai. Oh, okay. It is gonna be Maestro. I mean, that's not like out of the ordinary, but it's also like we haven't seen it all that much anymore.
You're also taking that away from Silent.
That is true. Silent did do pretty good on that Maestro, but
he's a very good Maestro. And Asian is asking for me to come to call. Man.
Stalling time again.
New teams, man. Rookies. Am I right?
Xbox. Yeah. You seen Ayana in a gridlock? Or as Max calls it, Princess Ayana. So gridlock's interesting. Yeah.
Anthony Discover just said Wings is too good to be on a team with Nah. Discover R6 on Twitter.
No. You gotta be more like, hold on. Do I do this? I think I'm gonna really make Ferme upset if I do this.
What are you gonna do?
I'm doing it anyway. Discover R6 on Twitter. That wasn't that loud, was it?
No, that wasn't that bad.
Okay.
Anyway, you know what's really cool? You know what's really interesting?
No.
Never mind.
How long are you gonna hold out without saying what was interesting? Is that it? I thought that was like a catch-up packet. That really caught me off guard. But He's 20, guys. He's literally an adult, and he is acting like a child. We're already doing better than Xbox casters. Look at us.
You saw what I did with that water bottle?
Yeah, you chugged it.
That's what I do to men. Mission complete. So anyway, what I was going to say that was really interesting before Jazzman comes back is the fact that Aggro are not bringing a Nomad. They're bringing the Gridlock for flank watch instead, and they're bringing Iana, Eddie on the nades instead of the sledge, and for that extra intel. That's what I want to point out.
No, I did hear you. They're bringing Iana for the nades and the extra intel, and I absolutely agree. Iana's a great operator. I think that he's very underrated. Not a lot of people bring him. And I don't know. It's weird because, like, she has a good gun. I guess, like, that's her weakness is the G36, but it's not that bad, right? Like, it doesn't have the best damage output. It kind of has, the same kind of, like, it's very generic, very average, almost like a pea shooter, but it's accurate. It's got a 2x scope, got nades, intel, juicy bottom, everything about Iana's great.
Okay.
So I don't understand why people don't bring her more often. I think she's a very good operator.
Gridlock instead of Nomad on Villa.
That is also true.
Nomad is very good.
Yeah, I don't know how to feel about that. Villa's a very big map. You can't really track sound whenever it comes to track stingers, but air jabs you can definitely do.
Maybe they just want smokes.
They do play with smokes
maybe
a lot.
Maybe they're going for smoke plays because they don't have the ace. They definitely used his smokes a lot on Kafe. That'd definitely be interesting. Also, IQ for Ashen. IQ's not an operator we see a lot anymore. But I guess you're going to find it on Villa just because of how much C4 potential there is from the Valkyrie. Just in case there's a pulse, you can easily find him through the floor as well. All that good stuff. I still do not know how long this pause is going to be. For me, I think it's still talking to Asian. We would start the game if we could. Believe me. We're not just trying. We're not trying to waste your time. But
I don't know about you. I am. See, Crow, you know how remember how we used to be really good at stalling? What happened?
I mean, because that's when the game we would be halfway through the game, nothing's actually happened yet, so we can't there's nothing to talk about, and I'm thirsty, man.
Well, if you had water, you wouldn't be thirsty. But guess what you did?
That's my bad.
You drank your water.
Wow, there's a lot of Xbox kids in chat. Well, I guess because Aggro does a lot of
crew. Yeah,
that's true. They came
they're
from
Xbox switchovers. Yeah,
I think Aggro does a lot of console stuff too. I want Asian to smack my ass with his muscular hands. I feel that. Yo? Are we back?
Yeah, we are. He had to take his dog out? You piece of shit. It is 10 p.m.
Anyway, first site is going to be Aviator Games from Synthetic, typically the primary. Their lineup is very standard, with, I guess, the exception of the Clash. But if you're going to see Clash on any site on Villa, it's going to be here. She's really good for holding inside of 90 and either holding the 90 Hall or holding Classical Hall. And unless Aggro is coordinated enough, which unfortunately we saw in the last map, they could not deal with that Clash effectively, that could definitely be a thorn in their side. So I'm very interested to see how they deal with it. Of course, Gridlock could be a potential counter, but with no Nomad, no Zoph, and no Capitao, it could definitely be a tough obstacle for Aggro to climb over.
I worked triceps today, and they are in unimaginable pain.
Nice.
I just wanted to get that out there because I just, like... It hurts, and I feel like it would hurt less if I get it out there. But off the G8, the most effective weapon in this game, Ashen, will shred apart Unfair. The first death of this entire series, or this entire map, will go against Synthetic. Good stuff. Really good start here from Aggro, especially because Synthetic are holding such an aggressive hold where you can see Rice's position in red, Poison's and Skull Door. They've got holes open from Study. Like, there is a lot of aggression here from them. So if they lose one player, you have to rotate back. You kind of have to, like, mend the wounds, fill in the positions that are now gone.
Oh! Well,
Wow.
there's the Clash dealt with, I guess.
I guess that's how you deal with a clash.
Who got the opening pick, by the way? It was Ashen onto Unfair, I assume? I'm gonna assume that.
It was Ashen.
Ashen
onto Unfair.
At the scoreboard.
Yes.
Kicks is the next to go down, thanks to the Nitro Cell from Rice, so we will even the man count, but Eddie quickly gets the frag onto Wings. Will keep that one-man advantage for his team, moving into the last minute of the round. Asian, Silent, and Eddie with it left to do, and against both the SAS operators, but only 3 gas canisters to try and deny this plant and bleed out the time. No more C4 from Rice after he got that kill earlier in the round. You've got 1 in Vault, Rice over towards the Classical hallway. He could potentially flank towards 90, but the SMG-11 is not necessarily the weapon you want to do it with. Here comes the push into the site. One of the Iana clones coming through, making sure that it's all clear, and the plant going down from Asian. Gas canister will stall him out, though, force him off of that plant, and Rice holds the elevated position, watching that doorway. Princess Silent's position is, albeit a little bit inconsequential with the way Synthetic are playing this. Asian is now extremely lit up, and they really can't go for this plant with gas canisters being so well placed. They'll try and do it behind Risk. Eddie, unfortunately, not going to be able to plant, though, because of the swing from Vault. And from below, a great reposition there from, I believe, Rice. Silent, though, is able to finally get into Study and get that pick, and it's just Rice in a 1 versus 2. Plant going down, Asian coming in for the cover, and Rice is nowhere to be seen. It's now a post-plant coming in from Study. The holes work against him. He's dealt a little bit of damage, but both the last attackers are fairly lit up, but the player is right to his left. Prone on the ground. Silent finds the last kill, and Aggro take round number 1.
Yep, what a good round there from Aggro. I mean, the post-plant looked really good. I would have thought that Synthetic, with that verticality, someone was trying to play on Chala spot, or behind Risk, if you want to call it that as well. But nothing happened. Nothing happened off of that. It was simply pick up the diffuser and try again, and it worked out. So, yeah, Synthetic definitely spread their forces a little bit too thin that entire round. They just had people in spots where no matter what happens, they're just not getting refragged. All the pains of Siege really coming out, and Aggro will take it. So, Clash, it's been super helpful here for Synthetic, but they're going to opt to swap him out and play a Malusi instead.
Interesting. No, it's not. I lied. Malusi is extremely standard operator. So that was interesting what Aggro did. Eddie, with a good play with the Iana, able to scope out and make sure that there's no one actually playing inside of games, allowing him to get in and try and plant. What he didn't know is that Rice was below. Unfortunately, though, that position, after it was spotted out, was adjusted from Aggro. And there was really nothing that Rice could do in that post plant, trying to come through Study. They had full info because of the track stingers placed elsewhere. Fortunately, we are having a few technical issues with, I believe, the clean feed. So we just got to get those sorted out, and then hopefully we'll be able to continue. I think it's a little bit choppy, I believe. The round is still being played, though. It's still going on. Our statisticians as well still have access to the RTMP, so hopefully we'll still have stats for this round and the like. We just got to get this little connection issue sorted.
Yeah, it happens. Obviously, some things you just can't control. So this has been a pretty standard villa so far. I will say that the strat definitely was interesting. I do like seeing a lot more of study bingo, but I don't think enough teams do that, and it's a very interesting round usually. But it just about goes to show that sometimes it cannot be effective. So that's your trade-off. But it's still good for us casters. Interesting. Better than just one player sitting top main, thumb up their ass for like 3 minutes. Good change of pace. But yeah, this game so far already in the hands of Aggro. They're taking their lead from Taking their lead from Kafe and pushing it even further. So it's been pretty clinical siege from them. But we're back into the round. So far, nobody has died, and this really, to be completely honest with you, it has been pretty standard to see everyone alive this very early on. But Eddie's gonna push in with a Prisma. You can tell that, or not Prisma, sorry, with the hologram. You can tell it's a hologram because the camera around it is kind of yellowish. Hey, that's kind of. Well, Asian will take unfair down. Just take it, man. Just take it away.
Well, like you said, Ashen with the first kill onto Unfair, Poison to follow suit. Now you've lost your smoke, and Silent moving in, getting the second kill onto Wings. It's Na and Rice make it just Rice as Silent finds a third. Huge play from the Hibana, and Rice turns his back to the player on bottom Astro. Ashen with the G8 finds the final frag, and Aggro take round number 2 flawlessly.
Oh my god. I cannot believe what you just said.
What?
Nothing. You didn't say anything. Overtly. Never mind. Okay, moving on. So far, this Gridlock Iana combo is effective.
Working.
I don't know if it is for direct reasoning. I don't know if Gridlock is the reason. Iana's definitely doing a lot. You can see her intel is coming into use for those pushes. Iana's definitely the more aggressive kind of option.
How large is AJ? Literally a whale.
Wait, what?
There was a poll.
Jeez.
There's a poll that said, how large is AJ? And the winner was literally a whale. AJ's not even that big. Y'all just mean.
I'm literally here, man, and y'all are making fun of AJ. Like what? Y'all gotta get your priorities straightened out.
Anyway, Aggro now 2 up on their Villa attack. I guess this is why they chose this side to start. They've been doing real well. The only round that really came close was round 1, and that's just because of a good reposition by Rice. If that hadn't happened, that would have definitely been much more dominant, I think it's safe to say. Synthetic will try again on their trophy hold that Aggro took very handedly, and it looks like Aggro wants to go for a very similar push, clearing out study side, making sure there's nobody. What? Unfair just got demolished.
Wow. Steamrolled. Demolished. Destroyed. Annihilated.
He just got put in the concrete.
That man is eating wood for the rest of the round. Holy.
Anyway, as I was saying, Aggro want to make sure that there's nobody on that south side of the map. There was one. There is no longer one, thanks to Eddie. And they'll pretty much just have free reign of AVG, couch, connector, landing, all that good stuff where they made their attack last time.
Oh. With unfair
just
dead,
not
a
talking?
C4 is... It's a dramatic pause. Wings is going to swing wide here onto Deer. Hasn't found a kill, but Ashen's on very low HP. And Aggro, they're going for this very same push. But it's... Well, I was going to say it's getting some friction, but it's working out perfectly. However, now the fact that Wings is dead means sight is completely clear. Nah and Rice are going to have to retake this from underneath with angles they have established. But Eddie is nowhere to be seen. He is probably going to be able to get this plan off safely. The verticality is working against him. Rice is looking for that retake. A beautiful shot on the kicks, but might it be enough as he's on very low HP? A body shot will do him down. And consider this round done as Silent claims his third. Aggro take round number 3. They are steamrolling through this villa on attack.
Wow. Silent is being absolutely incredible right now.
Yeah.
Has he gotten... Silent has now gotten a 3K in every single round.
Yes, sir. Shout out the girl.
Shout
Let's
out
go.
to Cassie. I saw her in chat earlier. Don't you love that? When significant others support each other in their hobbies and competitions. How sweet!
That was so loud. Holy.
Yeah, I know.
That clipped.
Because mine
So loud.
never did. Shout out to Cassie and Silent. Silent's probably really hot. So.
I don't doubt it.
I don't doubt it either. I mean, look at the way he's playing. 9 kills in 3 rounds and 0 deaths from him. Literally, every round has gotten 3 kills. Like, I don't know what else you can ask for from your support player. Like, nothing. He's been getting the plants. He's been getting the walls. Well, he got the plant. He got 1 plant. He's been getting the walls. He's been getting the kills. Is there nothing that this man can't do?
Honestly, no.
Dude, Silent fucks.
Do he? Do you think it's
do.
because... Do you think it is because he is a frag support?
Yeah. It's because real G's make moves in silence.
That is true.
And he is. He is... Dude, not only is he silent, but he's princess silent, dog. He's got the royal blood in him. How are you gonna fight that?
He can literally help control the founding titan. Like, it's insane. Don't sit in silence. You are more of a weeb than I am.
What?
By like,
I just
by like
simply
tenfold.
do not watch Attack on Titan.
Yeah, but you watch everything else.
I just have not.
Ooh, Max is in chat.
Oh, I gotta finish
The One Trick Cade.
Max is in chat. Shout out to the One Trick Cade.
Oh!
All right, well, Silent
Oh,
is
no.
dead. The cost is Wings, but at this
What
point,
did it cost?
I'd say that's honestly pretty worth it with the way Silent's been playing. So, Poison saying, "All right, listen, Chris, you're gonna be the sacrificial lamb. We gotta get this guy off the board."
I killed the player on 90 repel. What did it cost? Oh,
Chris
and
Wings.
4 wings.
Christopher Wings.
Christopher Wings.
So I mean, honestly, I'd take it. Get the guy who 3K'd every round off the board. So,
It's kind of harsh, but yeah, you're right. I mean, also your only hard breach option.
all right. Well, now everything is falling apart as both Poison and Rice are dead. So, great capitalization, Synthetic. You've now lost 90 control and your smoke behind bar. It's unfair and nah. Or sorry, not your smoke, your mute. It's now unfair and nah to clutch up. All right. It is nah to clutch up. The round is over.
I'm not gonna lie, I was like feeling my toes, and I thought I had only 3 toes because I was like, where the heck is my 4th toe? I was literally like trying to feel for my 4th toe, and I did not know where it was. But 0-4. Not only does that detail unfair, nah, and Wings this entire KD this map, but it is also the scoreline. Aggro are absolutely demolishing Synthetic on this attack. Synthetic, they've been playing really spread out, to be completely honest. And Aggro, if you're going to challenge any team to a one-on-one gunfight challenge, you shouldn't be doing it against Aggro. 4 rounds have gone by where Aggro have just been winning their ones, and even with Silent going down, who is, yes, really the star of the show, this map, they managed to steal the round away. So, whenever we asked if that TK was worth it,
Nope.
it really wasn't. It really wasn't, because Synthetic,
nobody else on Aggro died.
yeah, because and Synthetic are spreading their forces thin. Every time they've been opening Death, it's just been so painful for them to try and regroup and fill the holes whenever it comes to that control. I mean, we saw it was a 3 versus 5, and it was a statue hold. Rice and I believe it was Nah were both underneath with a C4. That is ridiculous. What
Unfair's
just
dead.
happened? Unfair dies again.
To Eddie.
That is the second time he has been opening Death.
Was that on the
And we
same
might-
freaking doorway?
I think we might be having a repeat of basically what has been happening every round.
Where did Unfair die? Because I was writing something down.
I too was looking at my notes.
I feel like it was the game's door again.
If it's the game store,
That
is
would
he
be
going for
really
the?
funny.
The question is he going for the 3-peat?
I think too the best thing about the last round really showcases the fact that
Oh my god!
yes, Silent has gotten a 3K every round and has been the big driving
Silent-
force. But
Wait,
even
wait.
when he's gone, Aggro can still win the round. And
Silent
that's
is going
just
9-1 for Cassie, but Cassie says we're not dating. Does it
Wow.
even matter anymore?
It just does not matter anymore. I
Oh,
can't wait for Silent
no.
to not get any more kills this match. Anyway, Wings goes down. Kicks is quickly fragged back, though. And now it's a minute 45 left in the round. And a 4v3 with Aggro in the advantage by 1 man. However, look at the HP. Eddie is very lit up as now Silent, the other low HP player, is finished off by the Vigil of Rice. Really, the only guy doing work on Synthetic, well, is now dead. And Na trying to retake upstairs is also now dead. It is Poison alone in a 1 versus 3. Memo. He has no C4. He is not Smoke. I mean, what can Callum do?
Callum Keegan. He's got a retake with an SMG-11. Yes, you win your ones, but can you take 2 gunfights with only 17 bullets in a mag? You have to wonder. Prisma is going to spot out Poison inside of Kitchen. Drone as well will completely
That's 1.
spot him out as well. Poison takes down Ashen. Close up with a C4 as well. Eddie's not going to expect this, but the headshot does the damage as well. The reaction time is simply better. Aggro will take round number 5, and they are currently up all the way 5-0. This is just, wow. This is just mind-blowing here from Aggro. They are playing like a top 2 team, and they're brand new.
Aggro. Look. Very good. Oh, Kino's in chat. Hello, OXG. Kino.oxg.
It's so weird to see the OXG. It feels so surreal. I'm so happy for
I love
him.
you, Kino. We are both very happy for you, Kino. Also,
Yes.
Sherbil, I know Plastic Memories is a heater. I've seen.
When are we gonna? We're
multiple
supposed
times.
to watch.
Well,
Plastic
Gavin's
Memories.
in chat. Tell Gavin
we're
to
wa-
watch it
we're-
tonight.
Yeah, we're watching. Actually, yeah. Let's watch Plastic Memories tonight. Yeah,
All right.
boom.
We gotta watch the next arc.
It is
Anyway.
settled. We are watching Plastic Memories tonight.
Okay. If you guys leave me to play Apex, I'm gonna cry.
I'm
I
not
haven't cried-
okay.
I haven't cried in 10 years, but I will cry tonight.
because we're gonna leave you to play Apex.
Yeah.
I mean,
exactly.
hey, I lost like 200 elo yesterday in plat, and I'm trying to just get out. It
That
is
is incredible.
Life is pain. Life is not a puzzle. Life is not puzzling at all. I am filling in the pieces, and all I see is pain.
Anyway, as
I love you, Kino.
As Dirty Dank Land has said in chat, damn they getting smoked, LMFAO. Very apt way to put it, Mr. Dirty Dank Land. I love your colorful language. You should consider a career. I don't know. What's a right?
In Rainbow Six Siege commentary.
Yeah, I can tell. You're a very verbose individual. Your diction is off the charts. I would like to see you get a little bit more loquacious, though. Anyway, I'm not making fun of you. You're right. Synthetic are getting, they're getting smoked. 5-0 on Villa attack. Like, and not only is this Villa attack, this is Synthetic's map pick. That cannot be understated. We were talking about how Aggro, like, okay, they were able to win their map pick, but it was in OT. It was really close. How is it going to be moving on to Synthetic's map pick? Well, the tides have turned. They bucked the trend. Synthetic are asleep at the wheel, and Wings is dead. 0-6. You have 3 players on your side of the board with no kills, and guess who it is? It's your 3-star entries. It's Unfair, it's Wings, it's Nah. None of them have contributed to the scoreboard at all. It's all been Rice, with Poison going double, well, 2.5 times negative. Ashen gonna vault down to Carpet, get the first kill on Wings, as we saw just earlier.
Ooh!
And Silent was peeking the shield and taking the head off the Goyo. Aggro now lead a 2-man advantage.
That one was for, what's her name? Cassie. That one was for Cassie.
Dude, he's he's like, he's gotten rejected, so like all the pain is gonna come out in his gunplay. Eddie again! Eddie is just how many times Unfair. Is Eddie gonna kill Unfair, man? Bro, we need like a counter. We need a Eddie stupid. Slams Unfair counter. It's just Poison. Dumb. It's Poison and Nah. C4 in hand. One more gas canister to speak of, but there's a minute left. Look at how much time Aggro have. None of them have been scratched. How have Aggro gotten 3 kills in 2 minutes with not a single point of HP off the board? Hard Breach starting to go down as well, so that Silent can cut off the middle of the site. This entire round is going to come down to how well Synthetic can play their indirect denial, and the answer seems to be not very well. Last gas canister goes out. C4 doesn't find its mark. Poison does get a kill, but there's a quick 2K from Ashen, and Silent cutting off the rotates. Aggro take a flawless attacking half on Synthetic's map choice, and I'm not gonna lie, but this map looks over already.
Synthetic now have the attack, and Aggro have the more advantageous side. Can we appreciate the fact that Aggro went up 6 rounds flawlessly on attack?
As the newest team in SCS, as a team of console switchovers against some of the most experienced players in T3.
I can't say the Aggro fans are very, very pleasing, but Aggro have been a pleasure to watch.
Gavin said, pack watch, Unfair spawn peeking and scrims not paying off.
Oh man!
Wow.
It has been unfortunate. Unfair has died to Eddie, I think.
Dude, it's at
4
least
times?
4 times. It is at least 4.
Like, that's just stupid, man. Like, that is ridiculous. I don't know what to say. And it's not even like, I mean, Sin aren't like terrible. They're just dying a lot. Like, they aren't like doing, like it's not like they're losing their gunfights tragically. They're just dying to the dumbest things ever.
Asian is deathless. Wow. How is Asian deathless after 6 rounds? And it's not like he hasn't seen anyone either. He's gotten 5 kills. What?
Good on him to win his ones.
I don't.
May we remind you?
Do you guys remember?
Do you guys even remember what the last map score was, chat? It was 7-9 in favor of Aggro. It was a close game. It was such a close game. And now we go to Villa, probably the most similar map to Kafe.
Dude.
And we're basically just on the same... Like, we're just on a different plane of existence.
If Aggro 7-0, can we give him 4 points? Like... Oh! Unfair gets his first kill! He's on the board, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go, Unfair.
Asian, it isn't to Eddie, so I'm not impressed just yet.
Alright, that's true. But Asian does finally die. You know?
That is true. The only deathless player in the lobby has now died.
That is truly unfortunate for, I don't know, me, because I thought that would be cool. You remain deathless through the match. Okay, Rice just sprints in and is now on 1 HP. Cool. But he does have study control. So I guess... I mean, is that worth it? I guess that's worth it.
Well, Synthetic are going to need a lot more where that came from. They still need to deal with the fact that there is a rotate. And what that means is that players can get aggressive. And it's literally aggro, so they probably will. And, oh, there it is! There it is! The cycle is complete. The streak is broken. Eddie dies to unfair. The spawn peaks do pay off, ladies and gentlemen. 3-5. Synthetic now in a lead. But, oh my god. We just witnessed Wings get absolutely murdered here on the swing from Ashen. Looking for another one. But, good read there by Poison. C4 just in the middle of the hallway. Does not go his way. And unfortunately, Aggro are riding the Synthetic train. Dying to stupid stuff. Kicks and Silent, however, in a 2 versus 3. With 2 gas grenades remaining and one of your best performing players. Oh no! Unfair's caught out on a drone. And Kicks manages to steal that round, or steal that kill away. 2-2. Now Nah repelling into 90. He has to replace the sledge that just fell. He has to push with Poison. There's a lot of time to work with here. But oh, a beautiful shot from Nah. It's going to be a 1 versus 2. Silent's got a flank here. And Nah has no clue. This is going to be a free kill. It's a 1 versus 1. Poison's okay.
Oh, Silent!
Silent clutches it up.
The
it's
sweep!
a 7-0. A complete counter opposite to what we saw on the last map. A flawless victory here for Team Aggro.
That was for Cassie.
What a way to open season 5. 5 points for them, and a flawless, a clean, well, not even clean, a dirty 7-0 sweep.
Wow. 14-2 for Silent.
What is there to say?
I bet Aggro are hella thankful that they didn't keep him dropped, because holy shit did Silent show up. In a 7-0 victory, this man not only drops double digits, but holds a 2.0 KPR. I mean, what else is there to say other than the fact that
for Cassie,
Aggro just bitch slapped Sin. Like, I don't know how else to say it. There was just nothing that Synthetic could do. That entire map. Hats off to Aggro. Incredible play from them on Villa. Everything Synthetic tried to do wasn't even necessarily hard countered by Aggro. Like strat or utility wise. Just every time Synthetic tried to do something, Aggro said no and killed them. And that was it.
Yeah. It's like, again, nothing was wrong strategically.
What was that? Was that a 2v4?
That was a 2v3.
Okay. Either way, it was impressive.
Yeah. Very impressive. Silent wins it for Cassie, and Aggro wins it for themselves. 7-0. I mean, there's nothing to say. There's nothing to say. It was pure domination. Strategy, decent. Decent on the side of Synthetic. Their strat's pretty good. But they just, whatever they do, it doesn't matter. Because Silent is tracking them and just destroying them. And Synthetic spread their forces too thin. Villa is a map where if something goes wrong, you need to figure that out at the second. And the fact that Synthetic couldn't figure it out in 7 rounds, there's no excuse for that. They need to adapt as soon as they possibly can. Villa is a map where if there's a hole in your strategy, it's going to be very obvious. But they couldn't do it for 7 rounds. Positioning is everything. And the fact that Synthetic constantly lost positions and the fact that they constantly lost a lot of their lives very early on, it's a recipe for disaster.
Last round, the cutoffs were really good from Aggro.
Oh yeah,
to cut off rotates in the site. Oh, really? We saw
not only. I think their highlight was Kafe for cutoffs. This game was just like a teaser. Kafe had amazing cutoffs from them.
I honestly think Aggro are very, very much improved from when we saw them in the qualifier. And I just have to give hats off to Asian, Ashen, Eddie, Silent, Kicks, all the boys on Aggro. I don't even think they have a coach. I think it's just them. To be able to take down Synthetic, one of what a lot of people thought to be one of the stronger teams in Group B, maybe minus the Challenger League teams, but even they had beat some of the Challenger League teams in quals. To be able to 7-0 them on their map pick, that's just not only 7-0, but 2-0 the series. That is incredible from Aggro.
Hey, Ferme.
It is so impressive.
If you're listening, I know you want to pull up stats, but if you have time, could you do me a favor and pull up predictions? I don't know if you have the facilities for that, but if you can, I would really appreciate it if you pulled up predictions. Oh,
I'll give it to you. The only person on our prediction board to vote 2-0 aggro, and look at that. We love an underdog story. I didn't think it was going to happen. Neither did Carter, Jonah, Max, Reese, Billy, Connor, Brian, and even, I don't know Azul's name, even Azul thought it was going to be a tie. How's it feel to be right for once in your life?
Y'all see that?
Incredible work. We're gonna have to take the title of Oracle from Devin and give it to you.
That's what I thought. Sit down.
Anyway, what a series. We went from one of the most hotly contested 3 maps, just a 7-0 sweep. I was simply not expecting it.
And with that, synthetic 2-0.
And you know what we got next?
It is shocking.
You know what we got next?
What?
We got stats. As always, we gotta look at the post-game stats, and they're done live by the incredible stat. Holy shit, Wings has a 0.06.
Yeah.
He has a 0% cost. Did he try to do nothing?
Where did he get the 0.6 from? Assists?
Oh, it's an adjustment.
Oh my gosh.
According to Ferme, Wings technically has a negative rating, but the system has to adjust it. 0 kills, 0% cost. Nobody on synthetic going positive. Nobody above even a 0.9. And then Silent.
Gotta highlight Silent.
2.21 rating. At Silent ends on Twitter, I'm pretty sure. Ends with a Z.
With a Z.
14-2. Plus 12. A 2.0 KPR. And look at the rest of his team. Sure, you got Kicks going 1-5, but who the hell cares when you've got teammates like Eddie, Asian, and Ashen joining Silent up there with 85% costs. All 3 of them. That map was just all around, just I hate to sound like a broken record, but that map was just incredible from Aggro. They never missed a beat.
No, not at all. I think these stats are definitely a little bit more fair.
27 and 13.
Yeah, that's the man that they wanted to drop, by the way. And look at him, doing it for Cassie. We love to see it. I definitely want to highlight Wings. Like obviously.
He still went positive after going 0-7.
Yeah, like understandably, his villa wasn't the best. But man, oh man, if he didn't try his damnness on Kafe, he dropped. You see, he has a 1917. All of that was only on Kafe. The desk came from Villa, but he really put in everything he could with 19 individual kills on Kafe. Jeez, that is a performance from Mr. Chris.
And
Thank
of
you,
course,
Wings. Your services not forgot.
And of course, Silent 27 and 13 on the hard support. Eddie 22 and 13 on the Valkyrie soft breach. And of course, we were talking about Ashen and Asian not having the best Kafe, but the not really bad, but lackluster performance on Kafe was more than made up for on Villa. Look at that. Still positively rated. What a game from Aggro. And I mean, if that doesn't make y'all excited to watch them going into the rest of the season, I don't know what will.
Yeah, this has been by and far, even though it was, kind of a destruction towards the end, it was a fun game. And Aggro definitely have proven themselves a lot. as being those Xbox switchovers, as being the younger team, as being the underdogs of basically the entire league, because Pride is no longer here. We have a new underdog, and they have showed up against a team that is very well structured and very well rounded.
Yep.
And that in itself is amazing.
Underestimate like Kyle, Cherish Fernandez, and the rest of Synthetic did. Don't do it. Don't underestimate Aggro. They've showed today that they indeed have depth. Now, sure, maybe they wouldn't have won as easily if Silent wasn't popping heads literally every time he swung, but it's what won them the game today, and it proves that they have gunners beyond Ashen and beyond Asian. That's what you love to see from a gunner squad like this. So congrats. I wonder if we can, can we show the scoreboard again? Like the points for the team? Like the leaderboard for the group. There we go. So, if this were updated, you would have Aggro currently sitting up at the top. They got a big 5 points along with Gatekeepers. However, they are +9 in the round differential. Incredible stuff from them. Whereas Synthetic, although they got their asses handed to them on Villa, they don't walk away empty-handed. That OT match on Kafe does give them that singular point. Of course, we'll have to wait till tomorrow and Friday before you can see the rest of these teams playing. There we go. Beautifully updated. Would you look at that? We'll have to wait till tomorrow and Friday to watch the rest of these teams play, but after that, we will have round robin, round 1 completed.
We're done. What an opening. It had literally everything. It had your best, the best of both worlds. Your clubhouse starting between Gatekeepers and Aerial. That is the best map in SCS history by far. What a series that was. That'll go down in history, dude. Holy heck. I'm still thinking about it. You had your boring. The 7-0. Boring, but the shock factor was there. You had your long game, the Kafe, and then you had the nail in the coffin, the other Villa. What a starting day. I don't think anyone could have asked for a better starting day in any league. If this doesn't show not only the power of the teams in SCS, but the power of the production, the power of the staff, the power of everything, I don't know what else does. It has been an incredible starting game. I couldn't have asked to do it with anyone else but Crow. Harrison, it's been excellent, but we're done.
My thumbs do that. Look at my thumbs. Go back.
What the heck? Oh my! Oh, what?
I can make it 90 degrees. That's really weird. Anyway, we're done. That's it. That's the stream. We're going to close out now. Thank you all for tuning in for day number 1 of week number 1. Remember, there are 5 weeks in total, so there's plenty of action to come. Don't fret, and we'll see these teams play again next week. But until tomorrow at 6 p.m. EST, we love you all. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful night.
A triple kill, but Sona Finn, he'll deny the plant. He needs 2 more kills. Oh my god! Sona Finn will find more!
Where's Miracle? He's trying to come upstairs, but Crafty will get the ace. He'll get the plant. He'll do it all. Device, misses shots. He's going to have to go for the front. He pushes on through. Dylan is better. Round 2, and there's another as Tyrant is finished off, and they all line up for Bone.